It's amazing. I have no words for it. It's hard to explain.
It feels great. I mean, we couldn't be any more happier, sir.
The magnitude of Apple Valley's landmark win at Serrano, expressed by senior three-year starters Kai Merchant then Seth Baker in the immediate aftermath of the Sun Devils' 28-7 triumph, a major undertaking in the team's mission to claim the first Mojave River League football championship in school history. The last time the Sun Devils beat the Diamondbacks, today's seniors were kindergartners. While headlines and highlights focus on the offensive standouts, equal credit goes to Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's defense.
We just had to compete, get this W. We came in with a strong mind, knowing that we were going to play hard, come down on defense, and that's about it.
Over half of Apple Valley's 207 yards total offense come on their first and last possessions of the ball game. Their game-opening drive covers 80 yards. This drive was sustained by a Diamondbacks encroachment penalty on a 4th and short. The first touchdown comes when Jeff Widener benefits from Donovan Ferguson faking the handoff. Widener gets outside and sprints into the end zone untouched. The junior quarterback's 5th rushing touchdown of the year. It's from 24 yards out. Sevens come up favorable for Isaac Miles, who usually wears 15. His kick is good, and it's 7-0 with 7:21 showing on the Griner scoreboard clock at Snowline Stadium. A familiar pattern repeated by Sun Devils victims. They victimize themselves with an unforced error early on. Jeremy Justice pounces on the misplayed kickoff, and Apple Valley has it back at the Diamondbacks' 32. Jeremy Justice, 6'3", 175-pound sophomore. The Diamondbacks' defense forces a 3-and-out, however, and have the ball back. But this unforced error turns it right back over to the visitors. Outside linebacker Donovan Williams recovering the fumble. Williams, 5'8", 170-pound senior. From the 18, Jeff Widener goes back to the play he had scored on and carries to the 11. 2nd and 2. Donovan Ferguson with 7 of his 89 rushing yards on the night to the 4. 10, Nicholas Reed Casey, and 3, Trent Birch, combined to stop Donovan Ferguson shy of the goal line on the first down play. Trent Birch, 5'8", 155-pound senior. Nicholas Reed Casey, 5'11", 187-pound junior. Next play. Donovan Ferguson carries it in from a yard out. 7th rushing touchdown this season for the 5'10", 160-pound junior. 7 minutes in, it is 14-0 Sun Devils. Sophomore Joey Argueta fields the kickoff and carries across the 30, upended by Cole Kubicek. Serrano is about to launch their longest drive of the night and their longest play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, their 31. Nicholas Reed Casey breaks a tackle, cuts outside, and carries all the way down to the Sun Devils' 20. A gain of 49 yards. Nicholas Reed Casey leads all ball carriers this night with 165 yards on 21 carries. He comes in with over 500 yards rushing, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. The first of the Sun Devils' goal line stands starts second quarter action. Diamondbacks at the 1. 8, Donovan Williams. 42, Jacob C. 29, Seth Baker. Stacking things up for no gain. It brings up 4th and goal. 11 is Kai Merchant, averaging 7 tackles a game. The 6', 170-pound senior stalwart records his 7th tackle for a loss to snuff the Serrano drive, and Apple Valley takes over at the 3. The Diamondbacks defense digs in. 52 is returning all-league defensive end Vince Rollins, who comes in with 10 tackles for a loss of his own. 83, Tim Ostadal. 33, Mason Stiffel. 3, Trent Birch also in on the play. 93, Alex Franco. 14, Brandon Forbes. Bring down a scrambling Jeff Widener on this play. Serrano holds on an Apple Valley 4th and 2, and the Diamondbacks take over at the Sun Devils' 33 with 6:13 to go before halftime. Nicholas Reed Casey gets outside and carries inside the 10 on another of his outstanding individual efforts on the night. From the 9, again, exemplary effort by the junior running back whose helmet is ripped off as he scores his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. The 2 leading ground gainers this game are juniors, Nicholas Reed Casey and Apple Valley's Donovan Ferguson. One can only begin to imagine next year's showdown between the hard-running running backs when it is Serrano at Apple Valley. As for here and now, Brandon Ford's kick pulls Serrano within 7, 14-7, with 4:42 to go before halftime. Vince Rollins leads the avalanche of pass rushers, dropping Jeff Widener for a loss on Apple Valley's ensuing possession. It is 3 and out for the Sun Devils, but not before they unleash secret weapon number 77, Isaac Miles, out of punt formation. The line of scrimmage is the 21. The punt sails over the head of the Diamondbacks kick returner, who retreats, tries to salvage some return yardage, but is brought down at the 3-yard line. Isaac Miles is credited with a 77-yard punt to match his numerals. The tremendous punt results in field position that leads to Apple Valley's end of the first half heroics. 27 seconds on the clock when heroics begin. Seth Baker blocks the punt. Donovan Williams picks it up, and it's first down Sun Devils at the 11. 3rd and 10, still at the 11. 11 seconds on the clock when the play unfolds. Jeff Widener looks to his left, sees Chad Smith on the crossing pattern. The junior wide receiver is wide open, and it is 6 points, Sun Devils. 5th time on the year the Jeff Widener to Chad Smith connection scores. It is 21-7 Apple Valley at the intermission. Serrano opens the second half with a drive beginning at their own 31. Nicholas Reed Casey's 8-yard gain stopped by the Sun Devils' Francisco Reyes, 2. The Diamondbacks mix the pass into their attack. R.J. Conkle to Trent Birch, and Serrano is at midfield. This is 2nd and 11. Nicholas Reed Casey keeps his balance and carries for a first down.
Casey running hard, gets the 10 and ends up with the second effort. Ball's going to be spotted.
Nicholas Reed Casey again, major gain, and it is first down, Diamondbacks in the red zone at the 16. The Sun Devils' defense gets stingier, though the closer the Diamondbacks get to pay dirt, and Apple Valley holds on a 4th and short at the 10. The Sun Devils take over on downs. The Jeff Widener to Donovan Ferguson pass completion gets Apple Valley out from the shadow of the Serrano goalpost. A combination of big defensive plays by the D-backs and a major penalty against the Sun Devils bring Isaac Miles back on to punt from deep in his own territory. Trent Birch fields the kick at the 29 and heads upfield. Donovan Williams, 8, and Noah Renteria, 23, first contact in kick coverage. Then 85, Nick Pinay. Tony Willis gets the call, stopped by Seth Baker after a pickup of 5. This is the last play of the third quarter. Tony Willis, another gain of 5. The Diamondbacks start the fourth quarter with a first down at the Apple Valley 49. This is 3rd and 5 from the 44. Tony Willis, close to a first down. 42 is senior linebacker Jacob C. in on the tackle. 4th and less than a yard. Tony Willis with far more than enough for the first down. Tony Willis was well on his way toward a 1,000-yard rushing season before sidelined with a leg injury in the Diamondbacks' win over Hesperia. The senior running back's yardage this night takes him over 700 yards rushing on the season. 3 plays later, Serrano is confronted with a 4th and 5. They take to the air, and the pass is caught but out of bounds, so incomplete. This completes the Diamondbacks' last possession, while it is a 2-possession ball game.
What was the defensive team's mindset coming in? What did you know you had to do against Serrano?
Basically, we know that they changed from their spread formation to a power set, so we just had to come downhill and just kill someone. So.
Needing a time-consuming drive, the Sun Devils feed the beast. Running back Donovan Ferguson from the 28 for a first down on a gain of 20. Donovan Ferguson again. If you recall, it was mentioned over half of Apple Valley's total yards in offense, in fact 152 of their 207 yards, come on their first possession of the game and their last. This is 4th and 7 from the 35, and a very big play in keeping the ball away from the Diamondbacks. Jeff Widener's sterling performance is based not only on his running for a touchdown and passing for another, but the fact that he comes through in critical situations. Jeff Widener tramples Serrano's last defensive effort to regain possession when it is still a 2-possession ball game. The only times Jeff Widener comes up short this night are on this earlier first half, 4th and 2, and when the Snowline Stadium public address announcer pronounces his name with a short I, Widner, instead of Widener. The Jeff Widener scramble for a first down had advanced Apple Valley to the 27 with just over 3 minutes to play. 4 plays later, and with 1 minute showing on the clock, Donovan Ferguson caps his outstanding night's work with the 18-yard run that rounds out the score, the final 28-7. The most skeptical Apple Valley fans over the years have felt the Sun Devils would sweep Serrano, Oak Hills, and Burroughs when hell freezes over. This frigid night in Serrano, figuratively speaking, the freezing spell arrives, and the Sun Devils reign supreme. Midway's action highlights and sound bites, brought to you by Midway Home Solutions. Midway features a huge selection of kitchen appliances, home and laundry appliances, electronics, furniture, and mattresses. Midway Home Solutions.